Hi guys, back from holiday. Got a few video comments to answer that I couldn't really get to while I was on holiday. I did a video about this miniature train, seeing if we could run that motor from the solar panels on the solar lights. Well, because those ones out there in the garden, because they've all got little solar panels on them and they all run an LED overnight. Well, the way they work is during the day, 12 hours or more of sunlight gets pushed into a little battery inside them, and then at night the LED runs off the battery. So there actually isn't much power coming out of the solar panel itself to actually run an electric motor that's going to use up that power very quickly. Like, potentially you could take the top off one of them and get it to run the motor off the battery, and then during the day charge it up in the sun, and at night run it for about 10 seconds on the battery. I might try that. That'd be one answer. The other thing is to change the motor in it, because that motor is not very suitable for running off a solar light. The motor in one of these hovering butterflies works well. In there's a little electric motor that runs directly off that solar panel. Now I have got one in the sun, but it's I think it's died, because it doesn't seem to be moving. Yeah, I think that one's died. It's been out in the hot sun for, well, this year, or this summer anyway, and it seems to have stopped. I think that's just wind blowing it round at the moment. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Point it towards the sun, and it is moving. It's not, well, there isn't much sun up there anyway, is there? Let's be honest. So that's another option. Use the motor out of that, but the motor out of that is totally the wrong shape. I did do a teardown on one of those. In fact, this little truck here, that motor there, that one, not that one is one of those motors. And you see I've got a nice big gear on it, and I did actually get it to run this little truck along. So I'll put a link to that video. In fact, I may even try and reconnect it, because what I did with this is I then converted it to radio control with a motor to do the steering, which was never very effective. So I disconnected that solar panel and had it connected up to a radio control receiver. So I might just convert that one back to connect up that solar panel and see if we can get it to run. That might be a little project. The other idea is, rather than trying to use a big solar panel and try and carry it on the train somehow, because that's the problem, even if you get it to run the motor, it's going to be a big panel, it's going to be too heavy. So the other option is just have a circle track with the train on it, and run wires out to the middle, and maybe use a solar panel like this one off my solar powered radio controlled boat, because that one works in sunshine. Again, that's one of those little motors that I'm using out of one of those well, that says hovering hummingbird, but I was using fluttering butterflies when I was doing it. I'll put links in the video description to all that, but that's a little taster of what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days. Rig that up, see if we can get that going, and see if we can get the train to run off a central solar panel. I've no idea if that will run that motor anyway. I doubt it, to be honest, but we'll give it a try. And then finally, I've got to fix this thing. It's supposed to be a fan, just a cooling fan, not a heater. Oscillating heater. Haven't used it in years, just dug it out of my junk pile, and as soon as I tried to turn the timer on it, it fell in, so it's actually broken off its plastic supports there. They've broken off inside, so I'm going to have to take that apart and see if we can fix that. So, that's sort of stuff that's coming in the next few days or so. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me a comment so I know how I'm doing.